Trying something new that's challenging like working out can be very hard to stay consistent at. Like you lack self-discipline. But what you need to know that you don't need self-discipline. What you need is to make that new activity a habit. So that's why in this video I'm going to show you how you can make things like that into a habit. I'll break this video down to 4 parts. And I guarantee that if you watch this video from beginning to end, like you actually implement the steps things I'm gonna share with you, I guarantee you have a clear understanding how you can make difficult things a habit. Things that are challenging, you can make that a habit if you watch this video to the end and implement the steps I'm gonna tell you. When I first started doing calisthenics, like it was hard for me to stay consistent because I had to balance school, work, actually going to the gym to lift weight. But then I found out ways that I could trick my brain, hack my brain into actually doing and staying consistent in calisthenics. And I did that even though I still had things to do like school, work, and all that I just mentioned. The first way to make a challenging activity a habit is to have a structure. So for me, it was calisthenics. So what I said to myself, I would do bodyweight exercises 10:45 a.m. in my bedroom, just like that. It's also structure that you can replicate in your life. I would do X, so the activity you're gonna do for X amount of time. So how long you're gonna be doing it at X location. So where you're gonna be doing it. So if you want to get in the habit of working out, I will exercise for an hour at 8 a.m. in the gym. And what I think you should do that has the greatest ROI, return on investment, is write it down on a piece of paper and then stick it onto your wall, and preferably a place I spend most of your time alone. For me, it's the wall in my bedroom, obviously, right behind my computer, because that's where I spend most of my time editing video. And what that does is that it makes sure I don't forget to do what I said I was gonna do, so I don't forget, because I'm always looking that way. And if you aren't sure where to start your new habit, try the first of the week, month, even year. You're more likely to take action during those times because hope is usually higher. And if you have hope, you have a reason to take action. Our first starts feel motivating. The second way to make a challenging activity a habit is to stack them. And what I mean by that is once you're done with a current habit that you do, it could be anything. You do the new habit, the challenging one that you want to do, you stack on top of that. So the current habit could be anything like brushing your teeth, pose in the mirror in the morning. So after you're done brushing your teeth or posing, and you do the new activity, the challenging one. This is the formula. After I do current habit, or maybe brushing your teeth in the morning, I would do new habits. So get in the car and drive to the gym. So the key is just tying your desired behavior into what you already do on a daily basis. Once you've mastered that basic structure, you can start to create larger stacks with small habits all together, just stacking up. What this does is help you take advantage of the natural momentum that comes with doing a current habit and then leading into the next. This is a positive example of the Diderot effect. So maybe your habit stack could look something like this. After I brush my teeth, I'll go to the gym. Then I work out for at least an hour. After I'm done working out, I'll come back home and eat food rich in protein. Like I say, you can keep stacking and stacking. Hence for why it's called habit stacking. The third way is to design your environment for success. Every habit, whether you know it or not, is initiated by a cue. You're more likely to notice a cue that stands out more. It's easy not to eat clean when your kitchen is filled with processed food. It's easy to stay up late when you don't have a certain sleep schedule. It's easy to not take your supplements when they're out of sight inside the pantry. When a cue that sparks a habit is hidden or subtle, they're easy to ignore. I've experienced this in my life. I used to buy supplements that just put them all the way at the bottom of my drawer next to my bed, then end up forgetting all about them. By the time I remember to take it, I'm already deficient in a vitamin. Like vitamin D, for example, I was deficient once. I never saw them, so I never took them. So I decided to take my own advice and put my vitamins right in front of my desk. And it was just like magic. I started to take my vitamins just because they were in sight every day rather than out of sight. Here are a few ways you can design your environment for success like I did, that you can make the habits you want to stand out more. If you want to remember to eat more fruits and veggies, buy a large display bowl and put it in your kitchen. And anytime you buy fruits and veggies, just put it in that bowl. It's right there in the kitchen counter so you can see it every time. It's in sight this time. If you want to drink more water for a better pump or just for health benefits in general, fill up water bottles and put it everywhere around your house. Your bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen, the living room. Shoot, maybe even the garage, who knows? If you want to make a habit a biggest part of your life, like a challenging one, you need to make the cues visible, alright? It needs to be a part of your life, the cues. The cues should be a big part of your environment. The most persistent behaviors, habits, are the ones that stands out the most with multiple cues. Multiple triggers that trigger you to do that habit. Just think about it. How many ways could a smoker be triggered to pull out a cigarette? When they're driving, they see a friend just doing it, they're out in public, whatever. It's just the trigger. There's multiple around them. Their environment's full with bad stuff. The fourth and last way to make a challenging activity a habit is to understand the context of the habit. The cues that trigger a habit can just start with one thing, just one single thing. But over time, it starts to associate with more things around that. Not just one trigger, the whole context surrounding the behavior, habit. We as humans mentally assign our habits to location, work, school, home, the gym. Like each location develops a connection to like a location. Like each location has a connection to certain habits and routines. You develop a relationship with the object on your desk, that little item on your kitchen counter, the tissue box next to your bed. Like me, for example, I have like a habit at the gym where I do this. If I see someone that's next to a machine that I'm about to use, or like an equipment, I just like look at them and point at the machine and just like raise my eyebrows. And I'm doing this, that's just me, like without saying anything, just says like, is anybody using this, right? And they know that, so just say, even like when nobody's using it, I still do that. I don't know, it's just a habit. That's a good example of a habit that's associated with a location. Me doing that with the gym. Our habits aren't defined by the object in our environment, but it's just the relationship we have with them. Don't like think of your environment as filled with objects. They're filled with relationships, connections. But the good thing is that we can train ourselves to link certain habits to certain context. It's easy to associate a new habit with a new context, trying to build one while trying to fight the old cues. Like give an example, it can be hard to study in your bedroom without getting distracted. That's where you play video games at. You see there, your room has a relationship to playing video games. You play video games in your room, so it's gonna be hard to do something else. That's a cue, your bedroom alone. But when you step outside like your normal environment, you won't be trying to override the old cues, and that allows like new habits to form without interruptions. Hope this video helped you anyway, and if it did, send this to someone who needs it. It could help them too if it really helped you. If you want me to talk more openly about this, because like there's stuff I can't say on YouTube because like YouTube censors it out. So like click that link in the description, like it'll schedule a one-on-one call with me so we can talk one-on-one, like talk more about this. All right, no censorship, like just pure raw one-on-one like we're at a barbershop, bro.